So, we're getting close to the first Avengers 4 official trailer, but before that happens, we have to have the Captain Marvel trailer later this year, then the title reveal. Although I think the title reveal and the first trailer for Avengers 4 will be coming at the same time. Hey YouTube, Warstu here. So if you're new, make subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel based videos. So careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the Ant-Man and Wasp movie. So at the end of the movie, we find out there's a time vortex being teased, and also Ant-Man gets stuck in the quantum realm, confirming time travel will happen in Avengers 4 throughout the time vortex, and there will be a time jump at some point within this movie. So did Ultron really survive? Well, spoiler warning. So Red Skull survived because he was in Infinity War. Everyone thought he was dead. So why couldn't Ultron return? Marvel are up for previous dead characters returning, they've said that before. So most people think Tony will make his own Infinity Gauntlet, whilst time travel will affect certain things. So let's say that time travel could bring back Ultron. So in the Flash TV show, when you change something in the timeline, there is a natural ripple effect that changes everything, and there could be an alternate universe, say like Flashpoint in DC. So could this be how Ultron accidentally returns by mistake? Logically it could make sense if they went back to a timeline when he actually exists again in Sokovia. No, honestly I can't see that being happening. Ultron is a very powerful and clever in many ways. He is the most powerful MCU villain ever, I guess you could say, because after all, he did kill. Before Thanos, no one really killed, and we can't really say Black Panther killed Killmonger because that didn't really happen. So he started off by affecting the whole of the internet. So if Ultron is if his conscious is still somewhere, he could potentially return. Ultron could have easily designed a backup program and stored it somewhere on the internet for a failsafe in case everything went wrong and the evil genius could reboot and attempt to wipe out the Earth once again. So Ultron could still be living inside Vision without knowing. During Infinity War, when Thanos snapped the Mind Stone of Vision, did it kickstart Ultron inside of him being dormant? What I mean by that is his consciousness dormant? So when they tried to fix Vision at the start of Avengers 4 with a little bit of Ultron and Jarvis in his head, could the combination of that do something crazy? So Ultron's consciousness could be in the Mind Stone, but it's laying dormant. Thinking about it, if the net of neutrons that was in the Mind Stone was able to configure in such a way that it could create artificial intelligence, then why would the net neutrons be destroyed? Remember, this is the Mind Stone, a stone which is basically a supercomputer. Ultron AI can inhabitate technology, and we could include the universal supercomputer. Maybe in his last moments, Ultron realized that he could enter the Mind Stone in order to stay alive, but in his desperation did not realize that he would lose consciousness and be left in a dormant state. Also, it's worth noting, consider the fact that Vision is sympathetic to Ultron, noting that he fears of not death, having a physical form combined with his rapid accumulation of knowledge created his refusal to obey Tony Stark. I would imagine that Vision would destroy Ultron's physical form, but somehow absorb Ultron's consciousness back into Mind Stone. So just maybe he is dead, at least in that sense, but his consciousness could be trapped inside the Mind Stone with no way to get out. So has Ultron got out by Thanos taking the Mind Stone off him? And also, you could make a quite strong case that most of the villains related to the stone absorbed by the stone being destroyed. So Ultron is linked to the Mind Stone. So Vision could possibly turn into Ultron. Yeah, I know this is very far-fetched, but there is a lot of arguments for it. So during Spider-Man Homecoming, biggest tease ever, which originally when I watched it, I thought it was an Easter egg. So when Peter is locked in the damage control center room and starts going through stuff, he pulls out Ultron's head, but what's interesting is it has red eyes, just like the Ultron army of robots had red eyes. So does this confirm that his consciousness or mind is maybe stored away there? There are multiple scenarios where Ultron could return. Ultron is key. Ultron 1 is all about Thanos. Well, actually, if you go back and watch the Age of Ultron movie, he literally did. Now, we know Tony Stark is stubborn. We know he is smart. But it's not too far-fetched and crazy to think that maybe even Tony Stark himself could reform Ultron and try to get Ultron to take out Thanos himself. Ultron has returned many times in the Marvel comics, so why wouldn't he return now? After all, Red Skull did return in Infinity War movie, and the Ruffalos have actually said they are not closed to the idea of previous dead characters returning in the MCU. So we could see many characters return. Crossbones, Ultron. But do you think Ultron is key to taking out Thanos in Avengers 4? Now, I know this theory is common and it's been going around for ages, but I just wanted to put the Warstu factor on it. So guys, let me know about this video. Do you think Ultron's going to return in Avengers 4? Or if not in Avengers 4, in a movie past Avengers 4? Because we all know they are going cosmic. And Ultron is potentially the strongest villain ever if you look into his backstory. I might do a different video about why Ultron is the strongest villain we've ever had. After all, he did kill. Not many villains have actually killed properly. So anyway guys, please like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you in another video, Warheads, very soon. Catch ya later.